It isn't something new for a game to get banned in Kuwait, that's for sure. Grand Theft Auto was banned, Kane and Lynch was banned, Spider-Man 2 for a specific time was banned. I watched a confiscation of games happen in real time at a convention. The specific game was a One Piece game. But the specifications about this specific game, Black Ops 6 being banned, is kind of interesting. I didn't know anything about this ban. How did I find out? I saw a very tasteful Mr. Raffle Waffles tweet about the situation. Here's a little fun fact about video games and Kuwait. Kuwait doesn't have a retailer that brings these games. We don't have a GameStop, we don't have an EB Games, we don't have a Game, that UK retailer. We don't have those. It's all a bunch of private sellers. We have a little complex or a mall, video game mall I like to call it. It's called the Rehab Complex, Rahab. That's how everybody in Kuwait gets their games. We have private sellers. We've only recently gotten a retailer by the name of Geekay. What do these people do, these private sellers? Well, they'll just usually, I'm not saying it's like a black market thing, but usually they'll have a couple of copies, they'll keep it to the side and sell it. And usually when it comes to these kinds of things, what happens, they sell for a higher price. That's happened multiple times. In my years of playing video games and going to this complex, I have seen copies of games go for very, very high prices. One memory that pops into my mind is whenever Modern Warfare 3 came out, I believe. We in Kuwait get usually European and US copies of games. So the Modern Warfare 3 game came out early. There was just like a random early copy floating around in the Hub Complex. Conversion rate 60 USD is 18 KD. A private seller was selling an early copy of this game for the price of 45 KD, 150 USD. And when it comes to Kuwait, we aren't really that advanced when it comes to technology and stuff like that. So if you are not able to get a physical copy, usually you can just point towards just getting it through Steam, getting it through whatever application you use, game console, you could get a digital download on Game Pass, Xbox, PlayStation, whatever. But this time, it was actually digitally banned too. So you can't even get it from Steam. For the reason the game has been banned, it's still up in the air apparently. Activision says there's no specific reason, and at the same time, they're using specific words saying that Kuwait has not approved the release of Black Ops 6 in the country. So it's still up in the air about what is happening, and it might even change later on. So now I want to get into some conspiracy theories. Since the reveal of Black Ops 6, we have seen that there will be the political figures in the game, and Black Ops has never shied away from using those kinds of things. We have seen JFK, Fidel Castro, Noriega. We have seen all of these, and with the reveal, we have seen Margaret Thatcher, George Bush Sr., we even saw Saddam Hussein. And if you understand the whole idea of what happened in the 90s when it comes to Saddam and Kuwait, it is still a touchy subject when it comes to Kuwait about the invasion. It is still very touchy. I can tell you that for a fact. The scary part that I think the Kuwaiti government has seen, it is possible that they think that the game will glorify Saddam Hussein. It would kind of feel like rewriting history to a certain standpoint, and that has been a thing that happened with Call of Duty in the past. Not completely manipulating, by using real world events and locations in their fictional world. The closest thing we can point towards is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 and the Highway of Death. The Highway of Death was a real life location that did happen in our real history, and that was used in the fictional history of this world. I believe the name of the country in 2019 Modern Warfare was called Urzikstan. There were slight changes to the history and the idea of the Highway of Death that people did not like. Some people would consider that a weak reasoning as to why Quake could ban it, but I could see that happening. It's the idea of now they're Call of Duty or Black Ops or Treyarch, whoever, they are doing a glorification of Saddam around that time. That could be a reason. That is a fear, a legitimate fear, the idea of a glorification of an invader. Now, was that a thing that actually happened? We don't know. We have to see whenever the game actually releases to see what could have been the reasoning. for the ban. Seeing everyone's reaction to the news, it actually kind of like irked me in a way, because people were kind of shitting on us. They were saying like, "Oh, who cares? They're just so small. It basically means you banned half a state." I think someone was making the connection that it's like banning it out of the state of Connecticut. And then also looking through the sea of puns, people saying, "Oh, I guess you have to Kuwait and see what the reaction will be." And then there was also a Total Recall reference pun when someone wrote Kuwait, start the reactor. But overall, the reaction was kind of negative. No one cares. I understand that Kuwait is a small country. It really is. But at the same time, like, it's not the first time we've seen a Call of Duty game get banned. And there's a chance that it could get reversed. Hopefully it gets reversed. I myself, I never bought it. I wasn't planning on doing it. I've lost interest in Call of Duty. I only care for their zombies, and I'm not even going through the zombies of Black Ops 6 2. It's sad that we saw this ban. It's even sadder that now we will actually start seeing digital bans when it comes to Steam games and stuff like that. So I hope they don't just randomly ramp up the amount of games banned in Quake. And that's the end of the video. Hey, if you enjoyed it, why not like, subscribe, and tell me in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on the situation? If you didn't like this video, hey, I'm not gonna tell you not to dislike it. You can go right ahead. And I hope to see you here next time. And for the people that made it all the way to the end, I plan on doing something special whenever I hit a very big milestone on this channel. If I hit the milestone of 10,000 subs, I will shave my head bald. Why not? That's just a thing that I've been thinking about for a while, and here it is. I've officially said it. So if it happens, I will also live stream it, so that's going to be fun. And I hope to see you here next time. See ya.